I thought we played fairly well. I thought we moved the ball particularly well, and that gave us some open shots, and we knocked them down. My heart goes out to Longwood for losing Brown. I mean, that is a, we game planned for her for
Right.
3 days. I mean, what a tremendous, tremendous player she is. And, it's tough. That's a big blow. We've been on the other side. So I feel for them. But, I did think that our basketball team played really well. I mean, we were working on some stuff there in the second half and, trying to work on some zone and gave up too many open looks in the zone. We've got to do a better job there. But I thought overall we played fairly well.
You look at it, you talked about that. You had at one point, you got a chance to experiment with a lot. You put a lot of freshmen into the lineup. And at one point when you went to that zone, you took up a lot of room on the floor. I mean, it has to be something that you think down the road that you can be effective defensively with some of these combinations and some of the size you can put out there.
Yeah, I mean, we've actually tinkered with, being really big, like putting Liz out at the 3, Jen at the 4, and then maybe Carly and Rennie when we had her to be in at the 5, and then, being a really, really long and active zone because I think it disrupts. I mean, our goal, in the zone is to make you put it on the floor and not shoot open shots. And that's where I was a little concerned because we were given, I found out they can shoot open shots, like wide open, spotted up. We wanted them to put it on the floor. But, we were able to experiment a little bit. We played 5 guards by necessity in the first half. I think there's some parts out there that as we play other teams in matching up, I think we can match up. And that's a positive thing to have for us.
Lauren Tolson, another good night, obviously. She had a great game against Georgetown, and that expands that career high to 21. What's she doing right and beneficial for the team right now?
I'll tell you exactly what she's doing. And this is what everybody needs to do. She's in the gym, and she's working on her shot, and she's benefited from it. And when you invest, you knock down open jump shots. The other positive is, we're moving the basketball and kicking it out and giving her open shots. No one's playing selfishly. The ball moves. And, tonight it ended up in Lauren's hands. But, Lauren's also been the other side where she's making the extra pass to Carrie or to Janelle. And, when you have that unselfishness and the ability to move the basketball, you get a lot of wide open shots. And I really think LT's work in the gym has paid off.
Your first couple of games, obviously, you get to 3-0. First time you've been able to do that in a number of seasons now. What is it that's special right now that you see as you move forward in the next week?
First of all, I really like our defense. I think it all starts with that. I think that's where our energy comes from. We can make people take tough shots. We've rebounded it fairly well. I thought we rebounded pretty well tonight, but we've rebounded fairly well against some pretty athletic teams earlier. Then we can transition. One thing I'd like to do a little bit better is transition into offense so we can flow a little bit better offensively. But, again, we keep talking about the process. I don't know that we're going to be anywhere near as good today as we're going to be in March. I just think that we're going to get better and better and better, and parts are going to keep coming. People that, like Liv played tonight, I think, parts are going to keep coming back and getting some experience and playing, and I think those are all positive things. So I look forward to this team. They're fun to coach. They're a good group of girls, and, I've really enjoyed it so far.
Yeah, and you mentioned Healy, too, not to forget about her, but it was good to see her get out there and give you 13 minutes. I know that she's going to be limited to see how many she can give you, but for her to give you that many minutes, it has to be good to see her out there and be able to do that for you, because that helps the basketball team.
There's no question. It just gives you more versatility, and it gives you a bigger guard that can score and cut and rebound. And, I was pleased with her ability to kind of shake off the jitters and, take it hard to the basket and make a couple shots. And, it's tough. It's tough coming back from an injury, but, and she struggled with it. And I feel positive about where she's at, and we're just kind of working her in. And that's another part, another piece. Carly coming in today and playing, we needed to get her some minutes as well, because when we play bigger kids, she's going to be a big factor for that. And so I was pleased to get her in as well. So, there's just parts that are still trying to figure out on our basketball team. I just like what we have.
All right, Michael, thanks. Have a great trip to Vegas and get a couple wins out there, too. Keep it going.
That's the plan, right?
Win them all.
We're going to Vegas to win basketball games, not go out there and gamble. Here we go.
All right, thanks. That's Coach Michael Shafer joining us.